Go go! Hi, we come. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening! Thank you so much for joining me for another Tippa stream on a Thursday at 3 p.m., 3:44 p.m. to be exact. Afternoon? More likely than you think. So, today's super duper special because, well, I get to stream a little bit earlier. Yay! As some of you cubs did get to hear yesterday or got to see on the schedule, I actually have a half day. Normally I'm away, locked away at my 8 to 5 clinical where I work for. They don't even pay me! But my clinicals are almost over. Next Tuesday, and I will be free like a bird. But I do really want to apologize. I actually got home around 2-ish, and I have such a heartwarming story to tell you, cubs. It's actually going to be my favorite. My favorite little tee-hee interaction that I've had in a long while, in person. Yes. But yeah, today we're gonna play some Deltarune. As I mentioned in the Twitter and Blue Sky post, I'm probably not finishing it tonight or today. I kind of realized, oh wait, today's Thursday. Panic! And there's this class I really like going to that starts at 6:30. So I kind of yap a lot, unfortunately. Maybe I won't yap the full hour. Very hard. I was really debating if I wanted to even play Deltarune today, not because I don't like it, but someone did say that the halfway point of chapter 4, smiley face emoji, and where I left off is gonna be 6 hours. So I mean, hey, if I get to do an hour, maybe 2, well, it's almost 4. Oh, I didn't map this out at all. Anyway, so I blame school, but we'll see what we can do. I was like, you know what? I was really debating. I'm like, what if I just play like a casual game? Let me open up. Let me open up my secret document of fun facts. But you're doing the secret bosses? I did one secret boss, smiley face emoji. I got the axe, if that doesn't spoil anything, you know? But again, I'm really heavily debating what should I do. I was thinking maybe I should play a more casual game, but I haven't updated even my casual games. I haven't even been playing video games, so I'm like, what's a video game? But we'll see. Anyway, we'll see what we're up to. I mean, I don't really have to go to the gym today, but it's my favorite instructor, and I like her, and I won't get to see her for a while when I move away for 12 weeks to do this other clinical rotation. So I'm kind of like, oh, I should really keep, this time precious. But if somehow, some way it passes like 6:30 or it gets to 6 and I'm like, not really feeling it. Maybe I'll skip the gym and then I'll have to go back to back on Saturday, Sunday just to make up for the time, I guess. We'll see. Anyway, I will go ahead and say my highs and my hellos so we could get into it. Oh my gosh, I would love to talk about Gallionaire a little bit today. Oh no, wait, I have to go back. Wait, before I say anything, which is everything actually. Oh my goodness, is I blame school for being late. No wonder my sense of time is so off. So if somebody cubs also got to see the Twitter post, basically smiley face emoji, school was rudely harassing me. They're like, hey, we loosely recognize that you work for free Monday through Friday 8 to 5, but why haven't you submitted all the clinical rotation stuff for your next clinical? Like, hello? You know the stuff that you need to do that are typically done at an 8 to 5? On a weekday? Like, hello? Why haven't you gotten some of these things done? I'm like, brother, our clinicals are literally ending next week. Give me a break. I said that in the most professional, polite manner. I said, wow, it's really difficult to attend a clinic when, clinics are normally open 8 to 5 and I work 8 to 5. Like, oh my gosh, this is all such a scam, But then they're like, no! Tippa, we need some of these stuff on Monday, this upcoming Monday. And I'm like, no, you don't, but sure, I'll just smile and nod. And they're like, but we need this and that too. And I'm like, okay, I will go ahead and get this and that. But do you know if I need this or that? And they said, no. Like, wait, what do you mean? You're literally in my email. You're literally in my inbox for my text messages. You're literally calling me at my job, and you're like, oh, I don't know, email this person. Like, you're so funny, isn't this? So I want to blow up Bearcat School in my mind, but it's okay, because I had a what do you call it, a talk with my classmates, being like, hey guys, how are you feeling? And we're all like in the same boat. So I'm like, oh my goodness, I picked the right boat. Because there's a really quirky thing. I don't know if I got to tell you, Cubs, but one of my classmates are like actual good friends in the program is going to be at the same clinical placement as me. And it's really cool, but they're also stressing him out. And I'm gonna leak DMs. I'm gonna leak them. And I quote, and I will censor it for his behalf. But he's like, girl, me too. Heck, it's been so frustrating. Like, you rip me for my wife and my dog to make me work 40 hours a week, and then get annoyed when I don't know how to do the things that you don't know how to do. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we're having the same like scenario. I mean, I don't have a wife or a dog, but they're ripping me away from baby P soon. So I'm gonna be very familiar. But it's like a weirdly frustrating experience. So I try to make some phone calls. I had a wacky situation. So for the half day, oh my gosh, it's so funny. Anyway, the half day I've been trying to get a background check, and then I'm calling police offices, sheriff offices around the area, and I'm like, hey, I heard you guys do a background check. And then it wasn't until like the third person I called, because I was going through it. They were like, oh, I'm sorry, Tip. It looks like, well, when you call these places to do these background checks, they only do local checks. And it's basically saying like, yeah, did you commit a crime? No. And that's like different from, how do you say it? That is different from national check. So I'm like, oh brother, how do I get a national background check? Smiley face emoji. And we'll wait for an answer in the email, hopefully by the end of today's business day. But yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, there's like so much going on, and you guys are actually not giving me direction. That's insane. So I had to call a few clinics, a few sheriff's office, physically go somewhere, write an email, So I'm like, I'm gonna start stream late. No, there's only so much time because I don't want to skip the gym, but if I have to, oh well. No, I'm just kidding. I've been really good about it. I really been trying to go 3 days a week, so ugh. Anyway, no more complaining or rambling. It's my safe place. Sorry, Cubs. You're kind of like, oh, Tip, please, the negativity. I'm like, please, I'm sorry. I'm just telling you why I was delayed. But let me go ahead and say my highs and my hellos. I'll tell you, Cubs, a heartwarming story. And then we'll decide if we play Deltarune, because even if we play it for an hour, I mean, that's an hour more than we usually. But like, you know, again, like I said, next week I'm done with my clinical, so I wouldn't mind Wednesday or Thursday if we like marathon it through. And I mean, what's a casual 5 to 8 hour stream? Pfft, baby, amateur hours. So baby. But no, we'll see. But anyway, hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, every Cub. Hello. Hi, Robo. Hi, welcome. Let's go. Oh, wait. All that school rambles also to say why I started late, and why I want to blow up my Bearcat School in my mind, and why I'm dressed up as evil today. Anyway, Zeramun, hi, welcome on in, welcome. Samada, hi, welcome on in as well, welcome. Thank you so much for the check-ins, by the way, appreciate it. Hi, Ninja, hi, welcome. Vantage, hi, welcome. Oh my goodness, welcome. Hi, Runes, hi, hello. Oh my goodness, and Ryan, hi. Let me go ahead and give you a shout out. Hi, Ryan. Ryan had to hear me ramble, literally. I was like, hey, Ryan, you're available? You would not believe what school's putting me through. And then she had to deal with that for my whole entire drive-through. So, wow. Oh my goodness. But hi, Spots, hi, welcome. 2 Tippa streams in a row? I know. Actually insane. Actually crazy. Actually so zany, so wacky, so bleh. Anyway, but yeah, no, thank you, special thank you to the Cubs who were able to make it out yesterday, by the way, for the Gallionaire collab with the Lulu. Yay! That was actually like a ton of fun, and I feel always so rejuvenized when I get to talk to cute girls. No, but in all seriousness, it was like so nice to catch up, like at the beginning, in the middle between breaks, at the end. I'm like, ooh, we have to catch up more. I enjoy your presence, please. Please, I know our times are a little wacky, but let's hang out more, okay? Okay. But it was so much fun. So thank you. I still have the guest command. So technically, if you gamers are not following Lulu, please do. But hi, Ivy Rose. Hi, welcome on in. Welcome. Oh my goodness. Ping Chong, hi, welcome. And hi, Sunny. Hi. Sunny says hi, Tippa. Hi, Sunny. You ready for the next Tippa merch release? Ooh. Hear me out. I have not kept up to date with the situation with America and tariffs and all the goods. School literally beats me down. I have no idea what's happening with that. I still assume that's a thing happening because of the guy who is in office, smiley face emoji. And so it's a little difficult to have those manufactured goods smiley face emoji, even though I dream of Tippa plush. I want Tippa plush to be real, and Tippa plush is real. You Cubs have seen, well, you Cubs haven't seen Tippa plush. You see me in plush form. That's fine. That's like the same thing, right? But again, having like a Fumo, it's my dream. It's my dream, but it's a very hefty dream right now with whatever uncertainty we have in the world. So you have to forgive me. Hopefully by next year, the 6th-year anniversary, we'll get our stuff figured out. For now, I guess you just have to deal with me. 5th year, Tippa, what are you doing? And that'll be the whole stream. So feel free to come by, okay? But yeah. Hi, welcome on in, welcome. Tippa, gamer, welcome on in. Hold on. But yeah, no, seriously, what I was thinking, but I don't know how much I'm thinking about it. I still do have some leftover merch, smiley face emoji, from the last year I did a merch drop. So if you're ever interested in a docky, wait, can I show it? Wait, there's so many new Cubs now. Wait. Gosh, sorry. I'm like, why did we pull up this image? Look, I'm gonna try to find a picture of my docky, and I'm trying to reuse the photos so you can live vicariously through this guy who said he's not a cat, okay? Okay. Oh God, where would it be? Oh, here and then here. But do you think it'd be here with the assets? And do you think I named it? No. Oh, cries, sobs, tears. Oh yeah, there she is. But see, you can only see one side. Sorry. Oh. Alright, and then I put her down right here. Oh, okay, that's not too far down. How many layers do I have here? Brother! Oh. There you go. Now it just looks like I'm holding her. But I love this docky. I love the art. I love Mia's art style so much. It was definitely a dream come true. If you Cubs don't know the story, in addition to like the plushie being my dream Tippa merch, I also really wanted a docky. Don't ask me why. I think maybe I was just really inspired by being a side sleeper. And I love Mia's art, Kisania V. She's the one who also makes the BRB screen, so the art looks vaguely familiar. Wink wonk, wink wonk, wink wonk, wink wonk, wink wonk. But she was doing docky commission. She's like, anyone interested? And I'm like, me! I'm interested! Me! And I'm like, please, Nia, can I make merch? Can I make merch with your beautiful art? And she said yes, so I'm so happy. And then this is based off the model that Big Ham has made me, so there's been a lot of love the past year. So very, 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 very grateful. Anyway, oh my goodness. But let me catch up with chat, okay? I'm almost there, I think. Not really. But Ask Ghosty, thank you so much for the holy amount of stream streaks. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Hi Finn. Hi, welcome. Welcome. Zero, why are you panicking? No panic. Hi Patrick. Oh, Gamer. Hello. Hi Gamer. Welcome on in. Welcome. Glad to catch you early in an afternoon. Z. Hi Gibbs as well. Hi, welcome. Skip the gym. I know. Don't look at me too disappointingly, okay? Again, I haven't skipped in a long while, okay? No. I like to go Monday, Tuesdays, and then if I play the gacha or lotto, if I wake up early or Saturday or Sunday, I go to the gym. Sunday tends to be more forgiving because the class I like going to starts at 9:30, while the class I like going to on Saturday starts at 8:30. And waking up early on a Saturday is not the funnest thing. But it's fine. It's okay. But hi Trick, hi, welcome on in, welcome. Imakuya, hi, welcome. Oh my goodness, hi Gamer, thank you so much again for the raid from yesterday. Thank you. Let me go ahead and shout out. Hi Sinisters, hi, welcome. What's with the side eye? Exclamation donate, exclamation mark throne. You fool. You missed one component. You missed one component because gao. Oh my goodness, Overlord of Fire. Oh my goodness, fellow arsonist. Hello. Thank you so very much for the follow. Welcome to the Cup Club. Welcome. All right. Sorry. Going back, Sinisters, you missed one crucial thing. I love a good joke. And I love branding, so I have no shame in saying my secret donation thing is actually exclamation mark tip, because you know tip is in my name, and it's so funny, Okay, I'm gonna scroll back up now. Catch up with chat. Anyway. Patrick says I like Tippa's rambles. Thank you. It makes me feel like less insane. Hi Toto. Hi, welcome. Greetings. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Gipsa sits back drinking the yappuccino. You come to the right place. And not only can I yap, I can also make a cappuccino. Actually, cappuccinos are so fun to make. As some of you cubs know, I have a past life. Or current life, I guess. As a barista, so it's very, very, very fun. Cappuccinos is basically like very foamy coffee, and making the foam was the funnest part. Not that great for your value, though. I would never pay for a cappuccino, to be honest. I'm sorry. I'm paying $4 for milk foam. I'm literally what? Anyway. But Ryan says I will listen anytime. Thank you, Ryan! Thank you! But yeah, thank you for coming to the Tip Talk. I appreciate it. Samana says, wow, I can't believe Lulu's a guest today. Well, Lulu can guest in any day. Anyone could guest in, actually. But I wanted to make sure because Lulu, let me go ahead and shout her out officially this time. Again, as I said, Lulu was my collab partner or guest not at English on Who Wants to Be a Gallionaire. So do go ahead and give her a follow, please, and thank you. Please and thank you. But yeah. Huh? Sinister says I need a Tippa autograph. Oh, well, if it helps. Last year when I released Tippa merch, I was so excited at the idea that someone is even interested in buying anything with my dorky face on it that I handwrote letters, or I handwrote notes for every cub who purchased. Because I'm so parasocial to my cubs that I'm like, oh, thanks for hanging around. I have a vague idea, or I have a better idea of who you are as a person. I can write a really personalized note. So for some people, they got two. But yeah, I don't know if I'll do that again this year. Maybe like, sorry, you get the bundle. Sorry. Then you get a handwritten. If not, you're just gonna get a quick thank you. But hi, Gather. Hi, welcome on in. Welcome. Hi, gamer. And oh my goodness, speaking of gamer, hi Tazzle. Hi, gamer. Welcome. Oh my goodness. Sunny says I need a tip of bobblehead. Why? Why a bobblehead? Is my head big? Is that what you're saying? I'm about to get self-conscious. I'm about to have to shrink myself. Oh my goodness. Robo says even evil tip approves of the ducky. She does. She really does. And I do want to emphasize really quick, the ducky is safe for work. Okay? Unless Tommy, well, it's not safe for work. It's okay, hold on. It's safe, okay? It's just fan servicey, but it's safe, okay? If I had a PNG of the other side, I would be showing it off right now. But I don't know. I'm so like, what do you call it? Like, I'm chaotic organized. Why do I have one, but I do not have the other? I'm suing myself right now because this is so silly not to have it. Let me see. Maybe if I dig one more folder in. Okay, if I go here and I go here and I go here. No, I just have the original files. Oh, but you know what? I'm sorry. I know your cubs are so tired of seeing Tipa. But look at high quality. Oh. Never mind, actually. Never mind. You know, you'll see it when you see it at the merch drops again. That's all. Anyway, VRoid says what BRB screen? My BRB screen for, you know, when I BRB, or as the cool hip kids say in full, be right back. It's my be right back screen. I can show you really quick. Look at it. Look at the art. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Wow, does that art look vaguely familiar? Whoa, that art is familiar. It's kind of like the same art from the ducky. Whoa, so cool. Whoa, why does Tippa have a Pomodoro timer on her BRB screen? Anyway, that's it. Wow, so cool. Mia, so cool. Anyway, Patty Rick says, been a long time since I caught an afternoon stream. Yeah, but it's also been a long time since I've actually streamed this early, if it helps. So, welcome on and welcome. Hi, Squall. Hi, welcome. Rainbow PogChamp. Hi, gamer. I was wondering if I could please know what you ate and drank today. Special case strawberry cereal, water, milk from the cereal. I'm not gonna lie to you, Cubs. I was so, like, because my school was harassing me. Oh, I still have to tell you the story. My school was, like, harassing me when I got out of work. And they're like, that I got so stressed out that I went straight home. Because the whole issue is just my local police department offers fingerprinting. But I was like, hey, is fingerprinting the same as a background check? And I know that sounds kind of stupid and, like, no, Tippa, fingerprinting is not the same as background checks, but usually you get background checks with fingerprints? Question mark. And so I called the department and I'm like, hey, I saw that you guys offer this. Do you guys offer that with like a background check, or is that the same, or are the terms interchangeable? And they said, we'll redirect you to human resources. And so they redirected me twice, and the person on the human resources line did not answer. So I left a voicemail and they haven't called back. So I don't know. Why do you need a background check? Oh, I should probably explain that. So I need a background check because of the particular location that I'm going to. So not to dox my location in Bearcat Mountain, but I'm going to how do you call it? A hospital. And the hospital is very peculiar of who they hire or who they get in through the doors, even if it's I mean, volunteering I don't think was that bad because I also had worked at the hospital. And so they're like, oh, you work here, it's fine. But even as a student, there's like a lot of extensive things that I need to get in and make sure that things are up to date with my health and they have the proper information and fitting mask for when I get like super sick patients and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, wow, that sounds all great, and I'm so glad that you guys are on top of this and really caring for my general well-being. I don't have time right now. Literally give me till next week and I will get everything in. But literally my school's like, Tip, if you don't get everything in, and that actually can't, like, we may actually cancel your clinical internship, and then we can't find a replacement on such short notice, and then that's gonna delay your graduation. And if you could read the thoughts in my head, I was like, oh, very peculiar. That's the safe for work answer. Wow, that's very peculiar. But in my brain, deeper in, I'm like, how dare you try to threaten me indirectly like that? How dare you be like, oh, because you couldn't submit this piece of paper. Brother, the deadline isn't until September. Why are you rushing me? I'm like, how dare you threaten me in an indirect, like, in an indirect way of like, yeah, we're just gonna cancel this and you can't graduate on time with your friends. Huh? So it is what it is. I sent out a very long, lengthy email to them, and they're gonna, I hope they enjoy every paragraph that I wrote for each question. My passive aggressiveness knows no bounds. It could have been a simple question of, hey, what's this? But I'm like, oh, actually. And I just want to clarify. I just want to make sure I have everything because you guys are asking for the requirements and I don't want to give you guys any more trouble, okay? So I'm gonna, I just need these specifics, okay? Anyway. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's so absurd. But anyway, I'm sorry. I'm catching up with chat. But yeah, murder? No. Exploding with my mind, however, not necessarily murder. People survived explosions. Oh my goodness. But yeah. Huh? Tazla says, for those emails I use ChatGPT now. Because I cannot write anything nice to them. I do, I'm not gonna lie, that's why I took all my brain power. I did write it out. Not to be like, no AI in my book. But I did write it out. But I had to reread it and to make sure my aggressive tone did not come out. Some of you are alright. Do not come to Bearcat School tomorrow. Do not do it. I really respect you. Do not come to Bearcat School. I'm trying to get 2 faculty members at most right now in a very joking way. Not serious. I'm just really confused of how they have their position and they're so unorganized and very lacking of the understanding of, hey, I'm literally working 40 hours a week and this is literally your job where you're supposed to be on top of this and you can't even help me answer some really basic questions without redirecting me. I'm going to strangle you with my mind. I'm going to strangle you! Well, how are you harassing me about this? I asked you about this and you're like, oh, I don't know, message this person. What? Okay, so I'm waiting on a bunch of emails. That's basically my TLDR. Anyway. Hi, Sarek. Hold on, sorry, I don't mean to skip chat, but I, sometimes I just have to stare off and I could see current chat, so hee ha. Anyway. But 2016, hi, welcome! Coffee Talk, nice! It was so nice. But yeah, Sinister says I missed out. Where was I at? I don't know, but it's been a year and a lot of things change in a year. Or even a day, so... So... It is what it is. We'll do it. We'll figure it out together. Again, if I do release my old merch, then I will definitely tell you cubs in advance. I won't just randomly drop it. I'll be like, oh, reopening. But see, I would have loved to reopen with the idea of having new merch. And of course I could be like, oh, Cubs, here's a pre-order of a prototype. You'll get it in 2 years. But I feel like that's so unfair. I feel like I would actually have to do, what do you call it? I feel like it would have to, you know, actually have a physical thing. Because I'm not going to lie to you. I'm one of those people who have to see the physical thing. The rough draft and all that can, you know, look cute. But I need to see the execution. And I need to make sure these are good. I swear to you, I got a little extra with the merch. Because I was like very excited about the quality of like, oh, please forgive me, Cubs, please forgive me. This is actually known as confession. I guess I didn't really quite say. So I actually ordered a sample of the Daki beforehand. That's how extra I was. I wasn't going to do the trust system. I was just like, I need to see the sample. I need to feel the material. I need to see how well this prints. I need to see how good it is. Cubs, the print was so good. Can I show you something? This is so over the top. There's no reason why I should be doing this, but I'm like, oh my gosh, you have to understand where I'm coming from. I was so in love with it that I was like, oh my gosh, this is the person I'm going to order from. So when I do the batch orders, because I was so impressed by the quality that if some of you Cubs remember, I had like, sorry. I had photos. Why did you take photos like that? Oh, Tipa from a year ago. Why would you do that? All right, Cubs, look away. If you hate tummy and legs, look away. Look away. Look away. This is the other side that I won't tell you about. No, I'm just kidding. But this is not a PNG. This is a picture of the Daki itself. So I was like, oh my gosh, like that, sorry, not to get super into it, but like that's the print quality. Oh wow, you know, I was so genuinely impressed by it. I was like, oh, and then I'll get the nice safe for work one. Hold on. I mean, this is still safe for work. I mean, I wouldn't show my boss, but it's not naked, so I don't know. Can we get like a neutral? Anyway, but yeah, even like folded print quality. You see? And there's baby peas looking evil. So I'm like, but the confession I want to make about it, smiley face emoji, is that I was so enthralled by their actual Daki that I'm like, hey, I understand getting a Daki is not for everyone. You know what I mean? I understand getting a Daki is, well, questionable. Me, I have no shame in my life. I've gotten rid of shame a long time ago when I was like 14. maybe more forever 17 plus 1, but I knew what I liked basically at a young age, and I was like, it's okay, who cares if they don't like it? I mean, what are they gonna do, throw rocks at me? But anyway, so I knew Dakis weren't necessarily for everyone, so I made the keychain version, right? And I was actually not as impressed by the keychain version because the quality came out a little blurry, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, Cubs, I'm sorry, but this is still really cute, and you won't examine it too closely, right? Yeah, he'll be so good. Yeah, worst case scenario, just put a t-shirt over it. So easy. Look, you have family coming over, and this is out on your bed or your sofa, I guess. Put a t-shirt over it. She's cold. I'm cold. So easy. Oh my goodness. Pulls out my drawer. Wait. Oh my goodness. Around the grandparents? Oh, so Cubs, Robo brought up a silly reference. So I knew I liked Dakis. Oh my god, that sounds like a confession. I feel like alcohol anonymous. Hi, Cubs. My name is Tipanya bearcat. Yes, I said it. Full government name Tip. A, my middle initial. Yeah, my last name. I learned I like Dakis at a very young age. I was gifted a Madoka Daki body pillow. And I was underage at the time. It was a gift from an online friend because apparently I would give my addresses to online people who I trusted, who thankfully have not killed me yet. And it was actually a good friend that I had for a couple of years, and like more like a pen pal, I guess we could say. And they're like, "You like Madoka, right?" And I said, "Yes, I love Madoka. Yeah, tell me why she was naked on one side." But that didn't bother me because I just put a shirt over. Well, I didn't put a shirt over it. I just kept it flipped. I never had to see the other side of the daki, so I was fine. Out of sight, out of mind, baby. But I was living with my mama bearcat at the time, and and mama bearcat went into my room and cleaned my room. And it's never, I cannot explain the weird dynamic I must have with mama bearcat, because mama bearcat has never questioned me about the naked girl on my bed. She just put a t-shirt over it and she made my bed when I was very young. And I said, wow, thank you, mama bearcat. But my mama bearcat has done some weird stuff. I don't know if I ever told you Cubs this story. This is like in the same realm of, hey, my mama bearcat just randomly came to my room to clean. I had a photo of me and Ryan and like another friend of ours. We were like doing like a little girls trip, and my mama bearcat had the random like audacity to like fold that piece of paper or fold the photo that just showed me on it. And I'm like, first of all, mama bearcat, I look like a narcissist now. That doesn't have any friends. Why do I have like a half photo of just me there? And I had to like come up to her about it, and she's like, yeah, I just don't know. I think yeah, I she's like, I don't know, you guys just look like I can't say it. Never mind. But she's like, oh yeah, all you guys just like look like lovers. And as a Christian mama bearcat, I don't approve of that. I'm like, oh, okay. So that definitely brought up a weird, wacky memory. I'm like, okay, mama bearcat, whatever. She thought I was in Lesbians with Ryan for a while, and it's like, oh, it's okay, mama bearcat, we're just good friends, actually. We're just good friends, it's okay. I mean, real, we're not trying to write this out. But oh my gosh, mama bearcat's so funny. It was my mama bearcat's recent 70th birthday, and if you're like, Tippa, what's the math on that? She had me very late, let's just put it that way. You can't Yuri bait the parents? No, but you can convince them somehow you're satanic because you go through like a homestuck phase and you start wearing troll horns. But that's besides the point. The point is, so Dakis, yay! You know, I think even my pen pal who got the Daki for me didn't know it was naked on the other side. So I just want to put that out there, the benefit of the doubt. I don't know where that Daki pillowcase is. I think this sounds weird, I may have given it to a friend who was like, oh, I don't know about the world of Dakis yet. And I'm like, oh, brother, here you go. You can take this, just never flip it. And if you're a side sleeper, this is godsend. So it's fine. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm gonna catch up politely. I'm gonna politely catch up with chat. I'm almost there. I was almost there, and then I went on like a 2-hour ramble somehow. Time does definitely go. Anyway, Sunny says I can't let them know about your hitman job. Yeah, no, they can't. But hi, Bites. Hi, welcome on in. Welcome. Sarah, of course. Hi, welcome. Luna, hi, welcome. Sarek says, did Bearcat School screw you over? No, not yet. But they're tempting me. They're trying me. And I'm not a Bearcat to be tried with, unfortunately. But it's like so frustrating. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to have such a peaceful half day. Has never known a moment of peace. Sinister says, I didn't know you existed last year. That's okay. I exist now. For now. So no worries. Rebel says, sign me up. Okay, we'll draft the plush out right now. I'll put it on Emma's Paint. That's gonna be the selling image of the plush that you could pre-order, that you could get 2 years from now. And you just have to, we just have to do the trust system, okay? Here. We'll do this. It'll come out 2 years from now, but if you don't get it by the 3rd year, your money back guarantee. No, but seriously, I want to release something new, okay? And then we can include the old stuff like the docky and whatnot, okay? Okay. Anyway, hold on one moment. Sorry, I felt like I had to sneeze. Achoo. Anyway, Skull says, are you gonna sleep with a docky of yourself? Those are the narcissistic tendencies that I try to hide that are actually secretly peeking through. Yes, I will sleep with myself. I'm not gonna lie. I'm politely waiting for the Moko Daki, but I only got Puwala, so I'm really excited. But I'm not hardcore, okay? I'm not gonna name names, but you cubs may know a certain individual who I may have stayed with for 6 weeks, who is super duper hardcore into Dakis, you know? And they have like dedicated Daki pills. Me, my budget butt, I'm like, oh, what if I just put 2 pills in this case? It's not the same. It's actually not the same, but it's been working. Smiley face emoji. So I cannot wait till I get my Puawa one. So excited. I would have got Mokoko's, but I actually didn't like Mokoko's that much. Not because I have a slight bias. Not because I love the girl like cosplay, but like I'm like, oh, the art's just a little bit off. Just a little bit. It's not worth the extra $70. I'm so sorry, Mokoko. So sorry. Ooh. But yeah. Anyway. Huh? Rebel says, is it the way you framed it too? No, it was just like a regular picture frame that you could put on a wall. So it was crazy that my mama bearcat in her deranged state, I say that affectionately. In her deranged state was like, yeah, I'm gonna unhang this photo and fold this photo. It's fine. It's okay though. Hi, False. Hi, welcome. That's some quality gamer. You're so quality, brother. Welcome back from vacation. I hope you're so well rested. The quality of that piece is amazing. Thank you. Sorry, let me bring back. Oh, frick frack. I got jump scared. Let's bring back the photo of Baby Peas. Yeah, Baby Peas is so high quality. Unfortunately, she does not come with the docky. But if you were very lucky, maybe you got some peas hair in your package. Or on the tape of the packaging. Yay. To those lucky cubs, congratulations! Every time I'm like, oh, is that my hair? I'm like, rips. Oh my goodness. But yeah. 3 whole years ago. Wait, hi 9volt. Officially, hi, I saw you. I just am acknowledging you in voice this time. What was 3 whole years ago? Wait, don't worry. Anyway, Rune says, reject shame, embrace cringe. Honestly, look, listen, I really have this firm belief, as long as you're not harming yourself or anyone else, it really actually doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Oh, 3 years ago is when you were 14, decided to have no shame. Yeah, sorry, it's a recent self-discovery. I'm like, whoa, I should enjoy the things I should because I only have one life and these are the things that make me happy? That's insane. Anyway. Rob also says, worst case scenario, put a t-shirt over. Exactly. Steph says, your sofa. Yeah. Listen, I've seen people, and I say this affectionately, hoard merch in such the strangest ways, in ways that I didn't think were doable. Or the most practical smiley face emoji. There's someone on my feed who recently was like, yeah, I collect booba mouse pads. And I'm like, oh, I'm happy for you, you know? Those are very comfy, very nice to have. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. They hang them on the wall. Is Twitch like? I promise OBS, I'm not having any internet issues. If it's on Twitch, it's on Twitch. Sorry, gamers. Sorry. Sorry. Excuse me. The delay is 4 seconds? Oh, that's fine. You'll be okay. So fine. Anyway, back to catching up with chat. Maybe tips delayed? Maybe you're okay, sorry. This is I say this affectionately. I'm reading past chats right now. So if there's like a weird confusion of wow, why is Tippa reading messages that are not on the phone? That's just me catching up with chat. And I feel bad if I don't acknowledge every message. It's the guilt of a streamer. No, I'm just kidding. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is the normal tip delay. Exactly. It's like, Tip, but these messages were like 10 minutes ago. And it's like, okay. Yeah, I'm behind on the times, brother. Anyway. Hi, Seth. Hi, officially. Welcome. Sarek says, Angel has told me that when she first came over to my house and she saw my donkeys, she internally sighed and thought, am I really doing this? Yes? Question mark? I don't know. I guess there is like a level of like weeb that you have to accept with I guess the significant other. Of like how heavy are we going in here, you know? Are they like a normie or are they in the deep, you know? And to be honest, I don't know. It doesn't actually really matter. It doesn't actually really matter in my opinion. Again, a whole thing of you're not harming yourself or other people, it does not matter. Now, I'm not gonna lie. If you don't have a good variety, then I'm like, thinking emoji. Unless you're a collector, then you're like, hey, I really collect like this one particular thing and you're passionate about it, sure, whatever. But I like to see a good variety of collections and shrines, okay? But yeah, hi Atomic, hi, welcome! Thank you so much for the holy amount of stream streaks. Atomic says, hey Tip, sorry about your bearcat school. I heard that explosion was huge. I know, it's because of my mind. My brain is so big. It had to match with the explosion because, you know, I was blowing it up with my mind. Welcome on in, welcome. Oh my goodness. Robo says, see that photo? Yeah, that's me. Introducing the new people to my room. Hey, you see this? That's me. If you weren't sure, look, listen, I go through a lot of existential crisis myself. Just want to keep you updated. Yeah, that's me. I actually felt a little bit embarrassed. I don't think I sent Ryan this. I should. My mama Bearcat recently sent me old photos of myself, like when I was a baby, and I'm like, oh gosh darn it, I was a cute baby. I wish I could show you. Like, is it weird? Yeah, I guess it would be weird. Because I'm like, well, that's just a baby. I'll do an artistic rendition. How about that? Oh my goodness, baby pic doxing. Yeah, it's like, okay, ChatGPT or whatever the people are using to destroy the environment. Let's can you age this photo to forever 17 and give a good prediction of what this person would look like at this age? Honestly, I think that's crazy. I think that's crazy that there's actually technology out there that does that, which I can't say is accurate, but the idea of like, yeah, we could do that. Here's a new photo. Like, what? Oh, buddy. But yeah, I remember being like oogling. I'm like, oh my gosh, that was me? Question mark. It's just so weird. I don't really have, sorry, and I don't know if this is normal. Please tell me if this is normal or not. I just don't have a good recollection of my childhood. Not that my childhood was scarring or bad or anything, but I just can't remember too much. My memory in general is just not that great, to be honest. But like, if you tell me like, what's your earliest memory? I'm like, kindergarten maybe? And that was because it was a scarring event, not in a scarring way, but like, sorry, so let me use another adjective. It was stupid. It was so stupid. It's been imprinted in my brain forever. And this is the story of where I had a crush on some kid in pre-K, and I was so sorry, I feel like I'm rehashing old stories. So the old cubs have to, forever 17-year-old cubs have to deal with me right now, because this is like a this is a story. But in pre-K, I had this crush on this guy, and his name was Enrique. And being a pre-K, like, what age are you in pre-K? How old are kids in pre-K? Yeah, so being like a 4 or 5-year-old, I don't know how to spell that. But I was like, oh my gosh, I really like him, and it's Valentine's Day, and we're writing Valentine's Day cards to each other, but I'm 5. Oh, I don't know how to spell his name. I know how to spell my best friend's name, whose name I don't remember many years later, which is very unfortunate because it's easier to spell. And also, even if it's not easier to spell, I am too shy. Okay, you know what's the worst part? Here's an added detail. So we when we were in pre-K, we had our names in cubbies. So like we wrote our names and they were on cubbies, but from where I was sitting at the table, I couldn't see my crush's name and how to spell it. So I was like, oh, it'd be too embarrassing. It'd be too obvious. I had a consciousness back then at 4 or 5, God. But I was like, it'd be too embarrassing to go up to his cubby to write his name. So I'm just gonna write my best friend's name, who I could see her cubby and her name, and I can make sure it's spelt right, and I'm gonna give her this card. And I'll never forgive myself because I gave her that card. And she's like, oh, thank you! Because, you know, a girl giving a Valentine's Day to another girl at the 5 years of age is maybe a little bit weird, I guess, to a 5-year-old. Sure! But the thing I don't forgive myself is that Enrique gave me his Valentine's Day card, and I never let myself live it down. I'm like, it could have been like the cutest, like, little pre-K love story that you cubs would have ever learned, and I'll be like, oh, like, you know when people are like, this is my high school sweetheart, I could be like, oh my gosh, this is my pre-K sweetheart. Us not even having personalities back then, and I'm just like, yeah, this is the one. But oh my gosh, so funny. Anyway, that's a story. Anyway, I'm scrolling, I'm catching up. I don't know why I talked about pre-K. Let's not talk about that anymore. Oh my goodness. Zach says, hold on a moment. Sniff, tip along, Docky. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Yeah, I had to. Oh my goodness, how freaky would it be? Oh, sorry, wait. I'm like, oh my gosh, you know what would be an idea? But I'm like, Tip, that's too freaky. I'm like, oh my gosh, next time I what do you call it? I ship out the Dockies, I just spray my go-to, like, what do you call it? Body spray on it. Wow, so immersive, so parasocial. And I'm like, that's freaky. Anyway, moving on to that thought and idea that I had that I feel like I had to share. Scrolling. Orpfish says that Costco sells long pillows sometimes. I need a Costco membership. I need it. Ooh. But hi, Z. Hi, welcome. Hey, stop! Welcome. Oh my goodness. Rin says it makes sense because Fuawa has extra padding. Hey, I'm gonna make sure she is the squishiest. Keep girl smell out of my Docky. No! Gets rejected by the Cubs. Oh my goodness. Hang up the Docky so P scratches everyone? No! Then it's damaged goods. And then I have to give you Cubs like a 5% discount. That felt awful to write. No. I read it as a joke. If it helps. If I read something serious, you'll see my mood be like, oh. Or I won't read it at all. It'll be too serious. Oh, 9V says me when I brought Tippa merch but no Ryan merch. You know, I'm gonna be transparent. There's a few Cubs who actually have some Ryan merch, and some of you Cubs are like, Ryan merch? How are they getting Ryan merch? Ryan just literally debuted. Well, actually, Ryan is gonna celebrate her 1-year anniversary in October, and it's basically August, so August, September, October, just a few months away. But For the Cubs who were vaguely familiar with Ryan, I'm like, oh, they would appreciate this. I have merch of me and Ryan, what do you call it? Created for little personal use because I think it's so cute when, you know, VTubers go out and they have like little merch or not donkeys. I mean, well, donkeys are cute, but that's something more appropriate to bring out to public. And I made like these matching acrylic stands for us. And so I gave them to a few Cubs. I'm like, oh, they know us. They'll appreciate this. I'm sure Ryan soon will have her own merch. Soon, TM. Luna says 3 donkeys is too much to hug. One of them would have to go to the donkey chair. Exactly. But it's fine. But you're so comfortable. I cannot explain. Person who I will not name, but I respect highly. And their setup for their, what do you call it? Their bedroom, because they had like a bunch of donkeys on the bed. I'm like, they are so comfortable, and I'm sure like the warmth and the weight and the comfort and the support that they're getting no matter how they sleep is so nice. I'm a little envious. I want to be in that state of comfy, okay? Okay. Anyway, sorry, I'm scrolling. Sorry, I got to the live chat. Huh? Luna says one of my most upfront merch I have is a weird cow thingy plush from a random 2 money bootleg claw machine pull. At least it was cheap. Claw machines give me war flashbacks ever since the round 1 stuff. I'm like, but it's okay. The cosplayer in that season 2 made you cry? No! I'm not gonna lie, Dressed Up Darling has been popping off each and every time. I love all their episodes, but their recent little arc that they had with the recent character was actually pretty sweet. Oh my goodness! Ichi! Thank you so very much for the tier 1 sub for 55 whole hecky moms! With the tip of hydrate emo. Thank you, gamer! Thank you! Your ears? Oh shoot, do I not have my limiter on? I'm like a harsh cat. That's my meow. Gamer, thank you so much for the holy amount times 11. Thank you so much for your continued support as a sugar bear for 55. Oh heck years. Thank you, gamer. Thank you, gamer. And hi, gamer. Ichi, did you get to play the game with Rip? I had to be a responsible bearcat and send emails or something, but I hope you got to play the wizard game. Yay! Smoker Cat Rasp? Back in my day. I'm not a smoker, by the way. I just eat before a stream. Nice. You're yelling spells at each other. Let's go! Let's go! I'm glad you had a ton of fun with it. I got to peek at it. It's a relatively new game. The name escapes me. Arch Battle? Mage Battle? Archmage? Oh god, I'm just gonna shout out Rip, and whatever name pops up, I'm just gonna be like, okay. Oh! Mage Arena! Yes, yes! One day. I'm glad you had fun. Welcome on in, gamer. I'm just yapping away really quick. I'm gonna yap for a little bit and then we're gonna take a break, and then Cubs, we sit in silence and we figure out what we're gonna do because it's already almost 5. So maybe I don't play Deltarune today, and today somehow only becomes a just chatting stream. Wow, that's maybe not as ideal as I think. Oh, I have to come up with topics now to talk about? No way. Madrina is so fun. That's crazy that you just like yell. Is this a chatting stream? I did say I was gonna play Deltarune though. But again, I also don't mind marathoning Deltarune, but then you Cubs have to bear with me to be like, oh, why is this girl streaming for 6 hours? Ooh. Master Yapper? Oh my goodness, I love yapping. It's my favorite. I love just Billy in the silence forever and ever. And, well, never. But your VTuber's adorable. Thank you, gamer! Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, gamers. I'm pressing one more snooze. I'm gonna catch up with chat. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna do our 3-minute ad break, and then we're gonna be so good, okay? Okay. Oh my goodness. No, don't worry, Tazo. It's like an art. It's the art of being self-conscious where you don't want to disappoint people, so you're just like, oh, I guess I was just talking about this. I'll just talk about anything on my mind right now. Sometimes I do a thing called oversharing. I would recommend it. I would not recommend oversharing. But sometimes you just go on a tangent and you like jump from this to that. I could be like, wow, the sky is blue. I remember when this was blue. Oh my gosh, you know who else is blue? This guy, the blue guy. Oh my gosh, do you guys know about the blue guy? Oh my goodness, the blue guy. Oh my god, I've known this guy for like years. Yeah, so it's funny. Crystal Taroon. Anyway, sorry. Wait, I'm gonna get too much into it. I'm catching up with old chat now. Sorry, new chat. Hi, gamer. Welcome on in. Welcome. Rune said, spontaneous tip of affirmation. Galmer, you make me smile so big and chuckle. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Thank you. The blue guy. Yeah, you could be the blue guy. You have blue in your username, so you're the blue guy. Congratulations, blue guy promotion. But thank you so much for the affirmation. I do appreciate it very, very, very much. Thank you. Thank you. Luna says, if you have a few of the things, it's okay. If you have a medium amount, you're a freak. And if you have a lot, it's okay again. The bell curve. Oh god, I wish I could share my room in a non-doxing way. I'd be like, Cubs, am I a freak? Is the stuff that I have freaky? I need you Cubs to let me know, okay? I think I have a medium amount of stuff. Yeah. Anyway. Orphish says Tippa shows photos. The photos are young Dintrong. Yeah, it's just gonna be me, my baby photos. Oh my goodness, is that Tippa doxing herself? There she goes again. Robo says it's a right tip. Plenty of people swooning for Enrique Iglesias. Yes, they did. They really did. And that's when the name, I feel like, Enrique became really popular. Well, I mean, it's always been pretty popular, I guess, now that I think about it. But let's sigh. Tippa was just a few years too late for the Enrique Iglesias craze, so boo-hoo. Rin says, this reminds me of Gravity Falls when Mabel had a crush on a merman named Armando. It's just a long name for a 5-year-old, okay? Anyway. And Luna says that this is why she gets nervous around Love in Deep Space. No, but I won't lie to you. No, actually, that's too much oversharing. I just discovered something about Love in Deep Space, okay? Brian, thank you so very much for the follow. Welcome to the Cup Club. Welcome. In Love in Deep Space, I didn't realize. Well, I did realize, but then I remembered that they have like these like ASMR prompts, and I've never been one to like ASMR. I'm like, oh, I could like, it's nice. Whoever, you know, likes it, enjoys it, I can get behind it. Oh, the tingles. Oh, it's so nice. Oh, it's whatever. But there was one that I listened to, and I was like, oh, they're so funny. They're so funny. Again, wish I could play that game on stream without shame. And you know what? Maybe today's the day. Maybe that's gonna be our short stream. Yay! Tippa does dailies. Yay! No, let's not. I actually tried to show Ryan the other day, but it wasn't capturing, so I guess my dream is dead. But yeah, yes, it's the night audios. Yes. I was like, oh. It's a shame, you know. People, I've heard people in the fandom use like the ASMRs to go to bed because it's like so comfy and comforting. That one person literally like indirectly conditioned themselves to fall asleep at this person's voice, and I'm like, oh, I don't have a phone that can download Love in Deep Space. I'm stuck to my computer, baby. Thank you, Android emulator. But anyway, I'm schooling. I can't believe I just got to the girl smell message. That's crazy. Anyway. No! Rebel says every ducky comes with at least 5 peas bites. Okay, she won't bite the ducky. If it has cardboard, maybe she'll bite it. But it's fine. 9volt says I love the photos like that. I do too. I love the acrylic charms. Ryan says that they're so cute. They are. They're my favorite and I have them right... Oh, Ryan, I must have moved us because I don't see us on my desk. Oh. But yeah. Ivy Rose, thank you again about loving my VTuber. Thank you! Thank you! A person with a ton of dockies. I wonder, Alright, gamers. I think I'm basically caught up with chat. We talked about Mage Arena. We talked about oversharing. And Dan! Hi, Dan! Hi, welcome! Luna says, did you see the Nintendo thing? I didn't! I actually didn't! Oh my gosh, are we gonna do react content? Where I sit in silence and be like, whoa! But we'll see. And I caught up! Yeah! Alright, perfect timing! Alright, any second now, a 3-minute ad break is gonna play smiley face emoji. So you cubs have to, stand up and stretch. Okay. Hydrate and eat and drink something super duper yummy. I will politely BRB. Huh? They're having a JRPG that takes place in Philadelphia? Oh, I thought that was a meme. I thought someone edited that. Oh my gosh. Anyway, please use this time to stand up and stretch, hydrate, eat and drink something super duper yummy. Let's go ahead and be right back. You cubs won't be missing a thing because I will also be gone. Goodbye. 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 Look, take this raffle. I was gonna spell raffle. Let's get back into the raw XD phase. We need to bring it back, cubs, please. Okay, actually no, I'm just gonna leave. Thank you so much. Bye. Alright, gamers, thank you so very much for your patience for that 3-minute ad break. I hope you all got a super duper restful 3-minute ad break away from this one, Bearcat. Now I will harass you for the next hour. You're welcome. I am refreshed, I am recharged, I pet baby peas, I drank some water. I am unstoppable. But thank you! Thank you for the welcome back, thank you! Thank you, Robo, thank you, Rune, thank you, Atomic, thank you, Ivy, thank you, Sunny, thank you! No, you listen to the BRB music? Gosh darn it. Alright, we'll get them next time, folks. But, I don't know what to do if I only have an hour of actual stream and I actually may not get to play Deltarune, which is very disappointing for the people who are like, well, Tip, shake your dreads. Sorry, ladies, Cubs, I'm not playing Deltarune today. Oh my goodness. So, we're still debating. I still have to tell you a fun, wacky story though that will warm your heart. And I keep saying that, and it's like, Tippa, you said you were gonna warm my heart an hour ago, and I'm like, yeah, but there was actually a bunch of other things we needed to talk about. So, oh my goodness, Amis hi! It's not July. Lady, sorry. Hi, gamer! Hope you're doing super duper well. Welcome on in. Welcome. You know, I could be cool and nonchalant. Yeah, nonchalant means I don't even care. I don't even care that I don't care. Welcome! Ivy says, I did an intro while you're away. Brother! That's super duper fast. I hope you had a really good time making the intro and it's whatever you wanted it to be. Wow. Sometimes when I make projects, I'm like, is the vision coming to life right now? Please let the vision go through. So I hope it is to your satisfaction. Samada, thank you for the inhalation of air. Alright, into the nose, out to the mouth. Smell the roses, blow out the candles, and... let's sigh. Thank you, gamer. And then Lucy, hi, welcome. Gowdy, thank you so much for the check-in. Welcome. Romo says it's Tipanya. Yeah! Lady. Wait, I think I have it saved. Oh my gosh, I love this meme. Cubs, you have to see it. You have to see it. I hope it's in my downloads. If not, I've literally referenced it recently. Here, take this picture of peas in the meanwhile while I try to find the video, okay? Ladies. It's also an email, by the way, officially. It should have refreshed you. It's called, and this was the Cubs' choice, okay? It's called Peas Fat. So if you put peas in lowercase and with a capital F, fat, you will get Peas Fat emoji. You're welcome? Question mark. That video is such a vocal sim. It actually is. I feel like I referenced it recently. I can't believe I have to dig through like group chats. Because I think that's the last time I used it. I'm like, Oh, I remember why. I don't know if I should like dox that conversation though. Wait. Oh no. Wait. No. Oh no. She's so in charge. Large and in charge. That's my baby girl right there. Media? Is it media? No, I couldn't. Media source? Oh, but it might be really loud. It's loud.
I'm trying to do my work today.
I can't really hear it, but I know you Cubs can hear it.
Ladies, come on. You know, you see me doing my work type shift. So if I shake my dress, will you leave me alone type shift? Alright, for the one time.
The animation is so good. One more play without me interrupt. No, please, one more. Please, loop it.
Ladies, I'm trying to do my work today. Leave me alone type shift.
Shake your dress.
Ladies, come on. You know, you see me doing my work type shift. So if I shake my dress, will you leave me alone type shift? Alright, for the one time.
Okay. a sigh. The audio's a bit low. No! I couldn't hear it. I'm sorry. It's gone forever. Gomen asawi. Gomen asawi. Can you hear it? Good. Everything is temporary in life anyway. Anyway, so so Cubs, not to keep emphasizing this, but I have to keep emphasizing it that it is my last few days of clinicals on Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on what my instructors at my bearcat school that is not blown up yet respond. It's either Tuesday or Wednesday is going to be my last day. But Cubs, I have a secret for you. Even if they want me to appear Wednesday, I'm not going to show up. I'm just going to write down that I was going to be there, and my CI or my mentor, my clinical instructor, is also going to write that I was there that Wednesday, because technically I wrote how do you call it? So here's the issue. Here's a little background story, and then I'll get into my heartwarming story, Pinky Bear Promise. But basically, you need a set amount of hours to graduate, and during off-kind Monday, I ended up taking off because my clinical instructor was also off that Monday. So I said, Poggy Woggy? But I didn't say that because I'm completely normal outside the internet. So what I did say was, can I be off too? Pleading face emoji, but on my face because I have expressions. And I'm just like, and she's like, yeah, if I'm off, you could be off. And I said, let's go! And so I was so excited to get that time off because for Offkai, again, made so many core memories there. It's such a great experience. Would love to go again next year. The issue is just flying from the East Coast to the West Coast and just traveling in general is such an absolute nightmare. So, and then traveling from the West Coast to the East Coast, oh my gosh. Okay, that's basically your whole trip is gone because again, you fly to 6 hours and then the 3-hour time change going forward. It's basically a 9-hour flight without it actually being it. So to have that extra day, just Monday dedicated to travel instead of, missing the con Sunday and blah, 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 blah. I was so grateful to have that extra day, which by the way, a little throwback for Offkai. Sunday, we actually didn't do too much. I would have actually been okay with not appearing on Sunday at Offkai. Not that you could get to choose that on a weekend badge, it's all connected, but I think we had talked about like, oh, maybe we should explore the city on Sunday, Teehee, haha, ho ho. So maybe that's what we'll do next time, or maybe I come a little bit earlier because my schedule could be a little bit more flexible. Teehee. But yeah, yeah, so we had talked about that, shook hands on it, and my CI, when we're filling out the midterm review, they asked, hey, did you have any days off? And she, being the earnest individual that I admire her and have loved for the past 12 weeks she wrote, yes, Tippa has taken 1 day off, and my school is throwing fist at me. They're like, what do you mean you took 1 day off and you didn't tell us? And I'm like, oh, I thought my CI was not gonna write that and be so honest and earnest. I thought we were doing this all under the table, baby. And my CI is like, oh, I did it over the table because I forgot. But don't worry, I said that we had talked about it. And my school's like, we don't care if you talked about it, you have to tell us first. The day has already passed, mind you. I already took that vacation. It's fine. So, what happened was I told them because I'm a liar. Not normally a liar. I'm a very honest bearcat. Not as honest as my CI apparently, but basically what had happened was I told them, hey, look, listen, with how the clinical internship is arranged, at the time of the clinic, there was no one to supervise me. There's only assistants, and I can't supervise or work under the assistants. I need to work under an actual therapist. So at the time, the clinic was going through a transitional period, which is not a lie, and there was no staff available to supervise me, so we had decided to take the day off. In substitution, I've decided to take this continuing education course that lasted from 8 to 5 on a Saturday, and I also decided to take a learn and something luncheon basically, and something about referral pains, and that's what I did to kind of substitute for that missing day. Please let me know if that's acceptable, and if it isn't, just let me know. Smiley face emoji. And you know what they did? Nothing! They never replied! This was an email back in July! And now that the school is harassing me, I'm like, hey guys, you never answered if I'm doing that like extra day or not. And then the person who sent me the email complaining that I took the extra day said, hey, that's not a question for me. You should ask that question to someone else. And I said, you're okay. I'm not gonna fight it. Okay. I know you're the one who reached me. Okay. I will email this person. I will make it their problem. So yeah, waiting on that email. So basically, I told my CI about the situation. I told her this is what I was gonna send. Here's our little alibi. Are we good? And she said, we're so good. And she's being so honest and she's so funny. She's like, Tippa, there is nothing that I'm going to teach you in one day that you haven't learned these past 12 weeks. If they want you to come Wednesday, don't show up. I said good because I'm not planning to. I'm done. Don't get me wrong. It's been really nice. Really learned so much here. Could really appreciate the time here. I'm actually not getting paid. This is all out of the kindness of my heart and like the minimum to graduate so I could start getting paid. But getting to treat patients and all the experience, been worth it. All right, 12 weeks are done. I'm out of here. I'm leaving. So the past few days have thankfully actually been going by super duper fast. Like it's already crazy to be like, yeah, tomorrow's Friday and tomorrow's my last Friday of the clinic. It is my last full week coming to a close and I am a little sad. Maybe it's the Stockholm syndrome of the program and well, you know, getting used to the people who work there and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But like, this is a safe place because it's my stream, right? I try not to make a deep connection with my colleagues or coworkers because I knew it was temporary, you know? And it's kind of rough because we're a very busy clinic. So I felt like I made more of a connection with some of the patients I had because I got to see them like 2 to 3 times a week for like an hour. And so I got to hear a lot about themselves and their family, what they do for work, how they got injured, you know. So I made a lot of personal connections. And even though I'm completely normal, okay? Outside of the internet and on the internet, I like to say pretty normal. A lot of, you know, I carry the same cheery attitude that I have to my patients. So basically how I interact with you cubs in a normal way in a professional setting is the same kind of energy I bring over to them. And a lot of them really appreciate that. They're like, oh, thank you so much for taking the time. And sometimes, you know, obviously there are physical limitations, but sometimes it could be mental too. Getting just to socialize with someone, especially because a lot of my patients were like older. Like the story I'm going to tell you is about a patient who is born in 1930s. So they're getting there a little bit with their age, but they're so fun to talk to. This is actually the same patient I might have mentioned earlier, and I'll give a little backstory, of course, for those coming in being like, Tippa, I wasn't there. But let me catch up a chat really quick. But Nightbolt says, what is the clinical equivalent of Poggy Woggy? Patient has progressed well. Patient is motivated for today's session. I don't know. Anyway, Getter says, not gonna lie, just kind of accepted I'll graduate 1 semester behind schedule. See, but that's actually not too bad, you know? How do you say it? As long as, this sounds silly, and it might be silly coming from me, but as long as you graduate, you're good. You know what I mean? And look, listen, as much as I complained about my school indirectly threatening me about like canceling my second TC, sorry, let me not abbreviate it. My last clinical internship, as long as I graduate, I don't care. I have been in school for too long, and I'm not saying that in a haha, you know, getting your doctors on top of your bachelor's, you know, haha, that's a pretty long time. I'm like, no, I've taken a gap year. I've gotten rejected from some schools and programs. I moved to grad schools. I did XYZ, and it sucks. It really, 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 really sucks. But as long as you get to the finish line, it doesn't really matter the time because the time is going to pass regardless. You're just, I guess be a semester less of not getting your bills paid, but it's fine because you're almost there and you know what you have to do. So just keep at it, gamer. Keep at it. But yeah, hi Noah, hi, welcome on in, welcome. Dark Matter, hi, welcome on in, welcome. Squall says, how dare you go on vacation? Actually, how dare I? Sorry guys, my mental health. Sorry, what is a vacation even? Hi, welcome. Big bear hack to you, welcome gamer, welcome. Good corporal speak, thank you. Huh? Karan, hi, welcome on in, welcome. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the hydrate as well. Hold on. Let me... That's the sound of my water bottle. Did you like that? One moment. I have to tell you guys another funny story, but that has to be after the heartwarming story. Tedla, the heartwarming story. It's been an hour and a half. Anyway. Rune says, total Stockholm Syndrome. It really is. Gather says, you have to do unpaid internships? Yeah, so apparently, this is so funny. When I was at my 6-week internship, I worked with an older therapist. Indirectly, she wasn't like my mentor or anything, but she was a lady who's had 40 years out in the field or something like that. And she's like, yeah, my cohort was the last cohort to get stipends or like money to help out with, doing these internships because these internships, and in case mine, not to keep bringing this up, but I'm still traumatized. Sorry. Let me, calm down. So normal. But I'm traumatized that they're putting me 2 hours away. The first one, they put me in Texas. I don't live in Texas. I live in the East Coast. So obviously, big dramatic change. Was a little upset that I was a few hour flight away from Bearcat Mountain. Double-digit hour drive from Bearcat Mountain. So it was thankfully I was surrounded by people I know, but the idea of like, oh my gosh, you would have just isolated me away from my friends and family for like funsies because you couldn't find one place in the entire state of Bearcat Mountain. I'm going to strangle you. I cannot wait to graduate from my school. But with my current internship, they're placing me 2 hours away. And so not only do I have to continue paying the rent of where I'm living right now, I have to pay the rent of wherever I'm living. And then the expenses. And then getting P's taken care of. And then the commute. And it's such a wacky thing that I know is not unique to my particular program. I'm sure other healthcare and medical programs do the same thing. But it's not fair. It really, really, really isn't. So we'll see what happens. Smiley face emoji, But yeah. Hi, Sadira. Hi. Welcome. Huh? I don't say much here and just like to watch silently. But you scary. Wait, I'm scary if that's normal? No! But thank you, gamer question mark. Thank you. Yes. Mine took a bit because of a professor strike. It's fine. Yeah, see, that's literally out of your control. What are you gonna do? Join the strike with them? Heck yeah, brother. I can't wait for the graduation bait thumbnail. Brother, I'm dreaming of the thumbnail that I have to do now. So they're stressing me out, school, in addition to not only getting this clinical stuff in, but I have assignments due every week. I am not made for full-time work, full-time school. I'm strangling them with my mind. But one of them is a study plan, and basically, excuse me, oh my goodness, I have a 12-week plan from the end of January, starting November to the end of January. I'm gonna try to study an hour or two a day, so I might drag you cubs with me. I might have a dedicated thumbnail of like countdown to board exam. And then pretty much go from there. And we'll have such a great grand time. It's like, Tippa, why are you constantly studying? Oh, I like to pass. And so we'll see. So we'll do our Pomodoro streams, and then we'll probably do it with like a wacky informal mix of like lecture streams. Yeah, it'll be fun. We'll get to learn more about the musculoskeletal system. We'll learn some neuro stuff with neuroplasticity. Whoa! Cardio and pulmonary stuff. Yeah. So fun. So exciting. Tippa, why do I have left shoulder pain? Well, it could be for a multitude of reasons. Do you have a prior injury or do you have a ruptured spleen? Time will tell. So that'll be fun. But anyway. Clinicals. So yeah. So it's my last Thursday. Smile. And Tuesday should be my last day, basically. And so for some patients, I only get to see them one time a week. And I don't really know the next time I'm going to see them because I've been having this weird, like, split schedule where I've been hopping between clinics. I've been hopping between 3 to 4 clinics. Mostly 2. Sometimes 3. I kind of really just follow wherever my other PT goes and wherever she's needed, sort of thing, because she has like a higher managerial position. And so sometimes I mean, there's nothing I could do. The clinics are relatively close to each other, so she can help. And when I say close to each other, they're like 20 minutes apart, smiley face emoji. And so sometimes we have half days at one clinic, and then we go to another for the half day, or we do vice versa, or we spend one day in this entire clinic. My schedule is a little bit more consistent. It used to be Tuesdays and Thursdays at this one clinic. Now it's like, whenever we need you. And it's like, okay. So I've been telling patients, I'm like, I think this is the last time I'm going to see you. There was this one patient that I saw yesterday, and it was so funny because my colleagues, my coworkers are like, they thought this last Tuesday that passed was my last Tuesday because I wasn't physically there. And they're like, Tippa, good luck with your, like, everything. Thank you so much. And they're all saying this on, like, Teams, the Microsoft Teams chat. And I'm like, oh, guys, you are so sweet, so kind. Thank you so much for your, like, consideration. I'm actually here for another week. Thank you so much, though. Thank you. So, a little awkward when I came back, but it was really funny because one of my patients is like a young kid, and this is the one I told you I talked to like Fortnite about and whatnot, and he's really into playing this one game, but I don't recognize it. It's like a mobile game that has SpongeBob in it for some reason. But one of my colleagues was like, oh, I'm sorry, patient name here. You know how I told you Tippa's gone? Well, she's actually here, and I'm hiding around the corner, and I'm like, I'm still here, baby! And he goes up to a hug, and I'm like, but this might be the last time we get to see each other. I'm so sorry. And he's like, oh, I was just so sad I didn't get to say bye. And I'm like, oh, you're so sweet. It was like a game show host of like how they were talking, because I was behind the corner, and he just had to turn around, and I was there, and I'm like, arms open wide. I'm like, it's me. Traumatized him twice, honestly. Tippa's gone. I know, it's actually gonna be a little sad, to be honest. But yeah, it actually might be Roblox. He was showing me Roblox. He's so funny. I'm trying to treat his mom because he used to be there for XYZ condition, but then he got discharged, and now his mom is there, and now I'm treating the mom, and so I get to talk to both of them. But he's always like putting his phone in my face to be like, look Tippa, look. And I'm like, I'm trying to guide your mom through an exercise right now, hold on. But he's telling me this game while I'm like writing notes, and he's like, look, this is the game where the kids are missing on Roblox, and we have to go save them, and he's so cute. And we have to grab wood, we have to gather wood and diamonds and coins, and I'm like, all that to save the kids? Where are the diamonds coming from? He looks at me, he doesn't answer, he continues talking. But I don't know how to explain the game. It was like a weird Roblox game with like a fox on it that looked like, I don't know how to explain what the fox looked like. It looked like the messed up fox from the meme of some guy who looks like hecked up, but he's just sitting there. If I find the game, I'll let you know. Do a flip. No, I can't. I don't have the right bottoms for it. Sorry, gamer. Virginia, thank you so very much for the follow. Welcome to the Cup Club. Welcome. Are you buying the kids back or something? No. Avispa says my little brother talks the same way, but it's so cute because he's so excited. And I will never, like, I will match the energy of people, which is not a good thing. Can I tell you that? I'm already really high energy, so if someone matches my high energy back, it's not a competition by any means. But at the same time, I'm like, oh my god, oh my gosh, so cool. Wow, that character looks so cool. You have this robot and he has evolutions? What in the Pokemon is this? I had this other girl. This is a girl that I tell you she intimidates me because of how like beautiful she is. And I finally got the sunscreen she recommended, but that's not the point. The point is, she told me one day, she's like, I'm off my ADHD medication. And I said, oh, don't worry about it. And she is like on a different kind of like hype that I am on, and I'm like, oh god, is this what I appear to people? Oh goodness. But she's so fun. This was the story that I may or may have not told you, Cubs, where she's like, I went to Italy and and some waiter really wasn't understanding that I didn't want these extra stuff he was giving me because he was trying to charge me because I was a tourist. And then he gave me the bill charging stuff and I said I was going to pay for it. And then he put his hands on me and then I started fighting him. He didn't know, but my friend taught me kickboxing over the summer. And so I started using that. And then I realized, oh, wait, I'm fighting a guy. And so we ended up running. I'm like, oh, she is so funny. I'm so happy you told me the story. Anyway, so I get a lot of quirky patients, so I'm gonna miss them. But it's also almost sometimes they're about to leave too, so it's kind of cute that we get to leave together, you know? So anyway, so today, this is not the heartwarming story, but I'm getting there. I had a few patients today because it was a half day. One patient I hadn't seen since I did the eval, and I'm like, oh my gosh, patient! Where have you been? He looked at me, he's like, and he has like a very like heavy French accent. He's like, where have you been? I'm like, I've been here. And he's like, no, don't lie to me. I'm like, oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, I've been at a different clinic and we catch up and everything's well. And he's like, I'm feeling so good. I'm not gonna dox information, but basically he just lifted up something really heavy from the floor for work, like 40 pounds. And he's like, owie, my back. And I'm like, sounds like a muscle sprain. Well, keep that motion going, gamer, and I think you have a good prognosis because you're still relatively young. Even though he's actually much older, but he looks very young. His personality is very young. It's fine. It's whatever. And I'm like, you're gonna do so good. And then we like hugged each other by. And again, I'm not really like a super like physical touch person, but like if I know I won't see this person for a while, or I haven't seen that person in a while in general, I love giving hugs. I'm just like, oh, please come here. Ooh. Ooh, like bearcat hug to you, welcome. But in the clinic, it's like, oh, I'm gonna miss you. You're gonna do great. Good luck with your last session, you know? So sweet. But I was so overjoyed because I got to deal with one of my other patients, and he was my last patient. I don't know. I want to give him a name so bad, but I know I can't. So I'm like, oh, okay, let's sigh. So this patient, he's very sweet. He's very, very funny. And he's a much older guy. And I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. This guy was born in 1930 something. He's much older. I remember him joking around because I told him, oh, it's my birthday recently. I turned forever 17. He's like, oh, you're getting to that point? Wow, that's crazy at forever 17. I'm almost like triple your age. And I said, oh. Hey, can you not say that? This is a weird thing to come into realization about. Sure, whatever. But I worked with him before. Very sweet. I got to learn a lot about him. He is my older patient that I told you who was so cool. I was like, oh my gosh, Cubs. He works in the American Defense Force, so he's a high-profile individual. He learned English. Well, I guess everyone in America learned English, but he knows English, Italian, German, and Japanese. And then Luna brought up the war. And then I remembered, oh, this is probably why he knows these languages. But I'm gonna smile and nod. I'm like, yeah, wow, so cool. And then I talked to him about the whole, like, you know, I got to see Rip, and I was motivated to learn German when I was in Austria. It was so cool, and I didn't tell him I was a weeb, but I'm like, oh wow, Japanese culture really interests me. I wanted to learn Japanese, but my priority is Spanish. But he likes to try to teach me a few words, which is very endearing. But yeah. Luna says I should entertain my physiotherapist with wacky stories. Last time I was there, I just got the exercise list, did them, and went away. I don't blame you. Sometimes it's just like that. Sometimes we're like, get you in, get you out. Not in a rude way or anything like that. But it's always fun to hear stories, or at least I'm always for it. But hi, Sarah. Hi, welcome. Did you teach him bearcat? No, but he did look at me and said, yeah, you look like a bearcat. And I said, okay. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Yeah, you do look mixed, yeah. Anyway, he knows English and American? I know, the American English, that's crazy. But I got to work with him that one time. Then the second time I got to work with him, we did a new exercise, and my clinical manager was giving us such a huge fuss because he was doing squats, and I wasn't noticing that his knees were kind of, not that they were like anime knock knees or anything like that, but they were, every time he stood for like a brief second, his knees would go in, and it's like, oh, don't you see his knees are caving in basically? And I'm like, oh, I'm a student, I don't know. And it's like, hey, let's go ahead and give him this resistance band, so when he stands up and sits down, he needs to go ahead and push the band to keep the tension on, and that's going to give him his proper form. And I'm like, whoa, that's so big brain. So we go ahead and do it. We finish the exercises, and he's like, I really like this band, can I keep it? And my clinical manager is like, no. And I'm thinking in the back of my head, this band, if I show you what it is, Cubs, it's like a it's a very cheap piece of elastic basically that we cut and we just give to patients, you know what I mean? Like anyone could use it. Let me show a picture because I love talking. I'm a PowerPoint presentation in the making. Is it the big roll that you cut off the top? Yes, it is. It actually is. So I'm like, oh, you can't give him this piece of equipment that is maybe worth a few cents? The one's taking blood? No, not taking blood. But yeah, normally you get a big roll. I wish I could, maybe if I show you this image, but that's not in action. But basically, yes, it is just a big roll. Sorry, small image. A big roll of elastic that we basically cut and tied around his knees, and they're good, you know? And I had just cut this one earlier today for another patient, but they didn't end up taking it, so I ended up, you know, using it for this exercise, tied it around the knees, and he's like, this band is perfect for my knees, you know. And then I know you guys gave me, and the reason why my other manager didn't want to give him another band is because it's like, well, we already gave you a band, remember, during the initial evaluation? And he's like, yeah, but this one is tied, and I don't want to untie and tie, and it's like a lot of hassle, which, I mean, to each their own. It kind of is a lot of hassle, so I don't blame him. And so she's like, no, sorry, we can't give you that one. And he's like upset, and I'm like, aw. I don't blame him. It's not like a baby, like, oh my gosh, baby's mad, he didn't get his way. But I was also upset because I'm like, this is a very cheap band. I won't lie, maybe it's not a few cents, but at most it's maybe like $1, you know what I mean? Like, just give him the band, it's okay, my dude. And so I was telling him, I'm like, okay, she's not looking, put it in your pocket. Put the band in your pocket, don't worry. And so he ended up keeping it. He's like, you know, I'm so grateful, I use it. And he was telling me today, he's like, yeah, I use it every day. I thank you so much for that. Does she know that you gave it to me? And I said, no. And she won't know. And so we're going to our exercise, and he's doing much better, but some of the stuff that we did today, we're working on balance for the most part, and he's a 90-year-old guy. His balance is a little bit off, okay? But like today, I had to catch him a few times. I was like, whoa there, buddy. But I had a really good session. He's like, oh my gosh, you're making me actually work out. I'm like sweating here, and I'm like, yeah, you're exercising. I would be surprised if you weren't sweating. Not even a little bit. We're not doing anything too bad. It's so easy. And he's like, yeah, for you. And I'm like, yeah, for me. I'm just here to bark orders. Bark, 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 bark. Or sorry, bearcat. Go, 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 nya, 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 nya. And I'm just here to help along the way. But he's talking. He's so funny. What did he say? When I warmed him up on the bike. Okay, this guy's like a very natural, like flirty person, and that's so funny coming from like a 90-year-old. But what he had said to me, because I was telling him, I'm like, oh my gosh, I get to see you. He's like, what are you doing here on a Thursday? I said, the situation that there was a half day and my clinic, my CI isn't gonna be here, so they had me over here at this location because they needed a little bit of help. That's why I'm here. He's like, I'm so happy to see you. And I'm like, oh, you're so sweet. We ended up hugging, and then I get him started, warmed up on the bike, and we're catching up. And I'm like, yeah, you know, this actually might be the last time we work together, because I finish up on Tuesday. And he's telling me, he's like, oh my gosh, you're gonna do so good, da 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 da. And I'm like, oh, thank you. But I'm like, look, as soon as you're my last patient, I have a half day, so as soon as I walk out the door, or you walk out the door, I walk out with you. And he's like, oh, you do? Your place or my place? And I said, oh, your place. I'm already familiar with my place. But we laugh it off, and then we're and we're just talking, and we're catching up. He's telling me something about his his wife, who he's like, you know, I had a wife. So he's like, oh, I wasn't really serious about this, man, but don't worry. But he's like, you know, I had a wife of 36 years before she passed. And I'm like, oh no, I recall you told me the story. And I forgot what we were talking. We're just talking about family, and he's talking about his wife and his kids, and he was talking, and I'm like, oh, but you know, you have your lady friend, right? And he's like, yeah, I do have my lady friend. Because he's like, he's what do you call it? He's a wife guy. He's like, I was madly, and I still am madly in love with my wife. I will never marry another. I did find another lady who we get along with, but I could never marry her because I love my wife. And I'm like, oh, okay. So anyway, we go through the interventions and the exercises, and basically it's about time to go. It's almost 12. I'm not in any particular rush, but my clinical manager who's supervising me has to leave for somewhere and has to be there by 1. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, we have to go ahead and wrap it up. So he tells me, again, more praise, which I'm very thankful for, by the way. But let me take a quick pause. Runes, have a good one! Drive home from work very safely, carefully, and we'll catch you later. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. Bye! And so, yeah, thank you so much for the hydrate, by the way. I looked at it. I didn't mean to ignore it. I'm just like, oh, yeah. Okay. So... so... He, you know, he's getting a little, like, sentimental, like, you know, it's been a joy talking to you. You know, again, you're gonna do great, your personality, because, you know, I see people around the clinic, and they're all like, and, like, really sad. And so, you know, just having that person to talk to and your peppy attitude, you know, you're gonna do great, whether you are a therapist, a nurse, a secretary, wherever you're going to go, you're gonna go far. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, thank you so much. Also, actually, probably before the sentimental stuff, he was telling me he went to Russia before my mama bearcat was born. I'm like, no way, my mama bearcat just turned 70. He's like, 70? Oh yes, I was in Russia in 1963. I was scared. It was the height of the Cold War. And I'm like, I'm glad you're here. I forgot. Why did he start telling me about Russia? I don't remember why he brought up Russia. I'm not gonna lie. I just remember him telling me that his friends, he sold the jeans that he was wearing because jeans were getting to be really popular in the 60s or something like that, and that he made a good fortune out of it. That's like, oh, okay. But Russia was very anti-American, and I'm like, oh. I didn't ask why he was there, but again, assuming from his previous occupation, I can only assume. Smiley face emoji. Anyway. We'll skip that one topic. Anyway, so we're wrapping up the conversation basically, and he's like, you know, I'm glad that we crossed paths, you know? And I'm like, oh my goodness. And he's like, I would love to stay in contact, but no. And I'm like, hey, look, it doesn't bother me whatsoever. I've given patients my numbers before, well, just before. And to be honest, Cubs, I know that's probably not the best decision, but I've only had one bad experience, and that was when I was a tech. Otherwise, I've given like 2 other patients my number just to keep in contact if they ever need anything, basically. And they probably won't, but to still have the opportunity in comparison to losing the opportunity, it really doesn't bother me. And worst case scenario, I just block them, you know? My bad scenario that I had was some guy that I didn't realize was hitting on me. And not that I was that oblivious. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're so sweet, you're so whatever. And he's like, hey, you ever want to go out to this place? And I said, oh, no, I'm sorry. There's a huge age gap that I'm just not comfortable with. But thank you so much. I didn't say that. I never replied to the guy. And that was my only quote unquote bad experience, smiley face emoji. But I've given my number to an much older lady who is also in her 90s, who I love and appreciate, and I hope that she's doing well, and I hope she is still with us on this earth. Smiley face emoji. I texted her and she never texted me back. She has my number too, so I get a little bit nervous sometimes. Smiley face emoji. But she's also 90, so I give her grace of using a telephone. Smiley face emoji. I given another lady my number, and she was just having I've only interacted with her like maybe 2-3 times, but we had such great conversations. She was having a really bad day on her last day, and she's like, can I give you my number? What am I supposed to say? No? No, I don't want your number. So obviously the kindness, I'm like, yeah, sure. Write down the sticky note. When I have a chance on my phone, I'll go ahead and text you, and we'll follow up and whatnot. And I just, sent her a message, and I said, hey, this is so-and-so from so-and-so clinic. I hope you're doing well, and I hope your day has gotten so much better. And she's like, oh my gosh, thank you so much, Tipa. And I have not received a message from her in weeks. So again, not a bother to me to just give out my number like that. It's fine. We had a good connection. You are my friend now. I'm parasocial towards you because you were forced to hang out with me for hour sessions for a few weeks. I guess we created a relationship. It's fine. I think I have a pretty good sense of, people to communicate with. Maybe question mark. So I'm like, there's no issue about me giving you your number. He's like, no. He basically was like, look, Tippa, we're like ships in the ocean, and the ocean is vast, but our paths got to cross, and we're just, waving goodbye to each other as our ships go opposite directions. I'm not as young as I used to be, because he is old 90. He's like, you have so much ahead of you in life that you're gonna go up, and me, I'm gonna go down. I'm like, no, you're so good. You're keeping active, and I mean the balance, but don't worry about it. Don't worry. But it was such a beautiful thing of like, no, I don't need your contact. This is enough for me, basically. And I'm like, oh, well. And he's putting something away. I think he's throwing away his cup of water. And I'm like, wow, that's so sweet. He doesn't have a choice. So I wrote on a sticky note my number, and I said, you don't even have to message me. Just know that you have it there if you need anything. And we just leave it at that. And then we hugged it out. He said bye. I said thank you. I wish the best of luck in your journey. I hope I hope everything works out for you with your balance and whatnot. And I left because that was my last patient for the day. Yay. So not only was that a little bit hard, but it gets better. So I have the school like yelling at me basically, and I'm like, well, look, listen, I have to stop by the store really quick. To pick up something because I've been meaning to pick this up for a while, but it's such a pain in the butt to get into. But because I have a half day, maybe it won't be so busy. I'm trying to find parking. I cannot find parking for the life of me. I went around this building and I'm like, oh my gosh, everyone here and their mothers here at the afternoon at 12 o'clock? I should have guessed. I thought it was going to be less busy because it's like a Thursday. Hello? But I see this lady and she walks into her car, doesn't even start the car, and I'm just waiting for her to get out. And I'm like, okay, this is my one and only parking spot. I'm just gonna stand right here in my car, sitting here waiting. And then I see this older gentleman walking like on the other side of the parking lot. And I'm like, that's my patient. That's my patient. That's him. That's the guy I was literally just talking to. So I'm screaming out his name. I'm like, name. And he's an older man, so I'm like, God, I hope he can hear me. I'm like, hey, name here. Ah! And he looks at me and he's like, he got scared. He's like, oh my gosh, hi. And we're like both waving hi. And I feel bad because I'm in such an awkward place waiting for this lady to also like start her car and back up. And I can't like run over to say hi or bye to him basically because of how the parking lot is also set because I have to cross a median. It's just not worth it. But stalker, I felt like that. I actually felt like I put a chip into that sticky note to be like, this is your location. But it's crazy to be like, oh my gosh, we just ended up, and the store is 10 minutes away, mind you. We ended up at the store at the same time. You are so funny. But it was so fun because, you know, it was just a conversation we had about like, oh my gosh, you know, our paths may never cross again. And then they cross like 10 minutes later. Sure. Why not? But it was really endearing. I got to park finally and I waved hi. He like honked at me. He's like, beep, beep. And he's like waving. I'm like, bye, bye. And I walk into the store and I grab things that I actually don't need. Somehow spend $27 and go to the police department for a background check. And that's my day! Thank you for coming to my TikTok! Yay! Oh my goodness, I'm saying hi, gamer. Welcome on in. Welcome. Sorry, I was just rambling because I was like, I have to finish the story that I've been hinting at. Welcome. Linda says I'm headcanoning him as a cool spy that is used to warming up to a place and then leaving. Yeah, but that's kind of the nature with these clinics, you know? They're only approved for a certain amount of like sessions and clinics before, well, they have to go, you know? So, teehee. But hi guys, hi, welcome! Tepa's also a spy. I cannot explain how good and bad I felt of running into him. I really did feel like I like followed him over there, but he was done shopping by the time I came in. So, yeah? Yeah. But Ninebot says that's the poetry of the universe. It really is! Oh, it's actually so sweet. I hope I do get to cross paths with him, but I don't live in that area. So I don't think I will. But if I do, then, you know, crazy, great, wonderful, love that. He's a relatively active individual. I swear to you, even though he may have some like wacky balance deficits, he walks pretty well. He doesn't use an assistive device. He's always out and about. Like, I don't know what he does to keep his like mental acuity, but whatever he's doing, I need it. I need it. Matane Oji-san! Oji-san! You're so cool! But it's just really cool to know that even if I was there for a brief time, and not to create my head being bigger than it is into bobblehead merch, but it's the idea that, wow, it's really cool that even if I actually don't know what I'm actually doing, at least I can make an impact on people in some way, somehow. So it makes me, you know, really, really happy that I picked the profession that I have. And transitioning over to the hospital may still have its perks, but I'm gonna definitely miss the outpatient setting and getting to yap and talk to people. So boom, boom. Big head mode, brother. Sorry, really off topic, but the big head mode reminds me of Marvel Rivals, the big head mode. And I remember just dragging Ryan into that. I'm like, I need the stupid emote. I need the cloak and dagger, a big head emote, because it's like, you know, an emote for the price of one, like two of them, because there's two characters. Anyway, but yeah, that is my day in 2 hours. Thank you again, for Cubs, for coming to my tip talk. I actually don't think I have anything else. I think I could peacefully say, what now, my fellow Cubs? Are they paid or are they grinded? Those were grinded. I don't know if, what do you call it? Oh my goodness. I don't know if they're coming out with a different mode or if something else has like appeared, you know what I mean? Where it's like, yeah, you could get this, but you have to pay for it. Whoa. According to the title now, Deltarune? Yeah, but Balatro! Yeah, Balatro. So the issue is just I have to smiley face emoji leave in a moment. Smiley face emoji. I actually want to go to the gym and my class starts at 6:30 and it's 5:43 p.m. right now. What is a quick thing? I feel like Balatro is the move, but then you get like really addicted to Balatro. Should I play one Overwatch game? Is a certain potato here that I could play one Overwatch game to keep up the tradition of playing one Overwatch game? What if I scream? You know what? I got it. Oh wait, Overwatch has an update. I haven't played. I feel so bad because Marshall's like, yeah, let's play, and I'm like, yeah, let's play. Refuses to play. Oh, this is a chunky update, huh? I came to play Overwatch. Ooh. But maybe if I chanted and screamed, I'd be like, Spuds! Spuds! Spud! 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 Is that game to just screaming? Basically. I scream until, what do you call it? Until I get a response, smiley face emoji. Is chat spamming Tayu's shoutout or is the Twitch app breaking for me? Oh, it might be breaking for you. You got 3? Tayu's just that popular. No, but I promise nothing is being spammed, at least to my knowledge. I know some of the Cubs were saying about something about lagging and Twitch maybe acting a little weird, so maybe that, but I'm not really sure. Sorry, gamer. Sorry. And I can't believe I'm not gonna play one game of Overwatch. I can't play one game. I can't believe my app is gonna open Balatro for 10 minutes. Imagine writing into someone, yeah, I was playing this game. Yeah. Can we? I see the issue is just I don't think I can speedrun Balatro either. I'm not that good at the game. Oh, there goes the ghost again. One game of Martial Libels? No, I was like, what the heck is Martial Libels? Marvel Rivals also has to be updated. I haven't played that game in a hot minute either, so. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Peak. And I'm like, no, Peak is obviously too much of a game investment right now. And I also haven't updated it. But I just want to see what it looks like for cannibalism, you know? Ooh. Alright, we're Balatro. Let me go ahead and BRB. To anyone who's like, Deltarune? No. Alright, let's BRB. Yay! I'll see you comes in just a minute. One moment. Get this ad out of the way so we can play ad-free Balatro. Yay! I'm so cool and quirky. Yay! hold on. And the audio is so low, I'm sure. The music is so good, you don't deserve the audio being that low, okay? If it needs to be higher, you also let me know, okay? But thank you guys so much for your patience for the 3-minute ad break. Thank you! And had any cup that came on in. If you're like, Tippa, where's Deltarune? Turns out I don't know how to plan. I thought I was streaming at 3. I was gonna yap till 4 and then have 2 hours for Deltarune. No! No! So we're playing a really quick game of balatro, so let's get into it. But thank you so much for the welcome back. Thank you, Atomic. Thank you, Robo. Thank you, Luna. Thank you, Samara. Thank you. I love the Nebula deck. Wait, did I write continue? Oh, brother! Where was I? Oh, no! I guess I won. I guess I won. Yeah? Oh, goodness gracious. What was this? Oh, the Tippa! Oh, the Tippa 2 pairs. The broken 2-pair card that doesn't... Wow! Wow, I've never seen this card in my playthrough. That's crazy. I have to get it and continuously win. Tippa 2-pair! Adds the number of times poker has been played. A planet card's been used. Alright, we're not doing that. Diamond Suite. 0.25. That's the diamond. That's crazy with the mole. That's crazy. I guess I'm selling the supernova, baby, and more. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, supernova. I'm sorry. I need to get oh yes, the campfire does do that. I need to get the Tippa 2-pair. I need to get the OP card that doesn't mean anything anymore. I've been upgrading Uranus and the 2 pairs for no reasons whatsoever. Ooh. Now we just have to... Wait. +1 card shop? Wait, in shop. Oh, it doesn't matter. You know what? Why not? Overstocked! Ooh! Ride the bus? Yeah, I don't need any other cards, but I'll read them. Judgment? Oh, Judgment would have been fun. Alright, let's open the Arcana pack and see what we got. Convert cards to hearts. Oh, if you had Diamond, I would be pogging out. Increase the rank up to 2? No, I don't really need any of these. Again, if you had diamonds though. I'll be skipping. Alright, let's go ahead to the next round, baby! I could reroll? I don't need a reroll. Hold on. Extra large blind. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's do this. Let's win by our Tippa 2 pairs, okay? Done. The game is no longer... the game is no longer. Sorry, I just have to see how high this goes. Not too much! What? They should have let me done 100. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Hi, Conan. Hi, welcome. Oh my gosh, and double Uranus. Oh my gosh. Hi, gamer. Happy Friday Eve. Welcome on in. Howdy. Welcome on in. You're the only male streamer I watch? Gosh darn it, you need to get more variety, gamer. Alright, Joker. Sell this card to disable the card. Oh, this card is actually pretty nice. When blind is selected, create 2 common jokers. This joker gains +2. No! No! Gamer! This pair, yeah, I finally got the 2-pair of pants, but this even freaking matter. This run is blessed. It's so, if I had another, I wonder what's the max amount of, how do you call it? Joker slots that you can have, you know? Alright, let me Alright. Which one's better? +9 tips, 1 in 5, 1 in 15. if it's held. Ah, this one because of spades. Oh no, club. Ah, it's fine. It's fine. It's okay. I love opening this. I feel like now we're in gacha heck. Ooh. Can be used with any suit. Wow. I don't think we could fight that one. Sorry, that one wins. Next round. I can't wait to get to a boss that actually disables my 2 pairs. Oh my goodness, I thought we got a 2 pair right there. Okay. Gamers, it's 3 house, right? 3 of a kind. Yeah. But maybe I should try to discard? Hold on, cards. Give me 1 moment. Give me nice cards. Yeah! Thank you! 2 pair, 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 2 pair! Chenification. Someone stop me. Someone stop me, please. The game is still fun, unfortunately, because I have been what do you call it? Mad with power. All right, we'll use this. All right, gamers, we need a timer of 10 more minutes. Can I maybe if I could speedrun? Oh. Times 2 mult loses 0.01 mult per card discarded. That's pretty new. Plus 1 mult per hand played, minus 1 mult per discard. Odd cards. Alright, let's try the jumbo. Hermit! Double my money! BB! Oh wait, let's look at the other ones. 1 and 4. Okay, we have to play the gacha. Alright, Cubs. Prayer circle. 1 in 4 chance to add foil, holographic, or polychrome addition to a random joker. If somehow Tippa 2 pair gets foiled, holographic, or polychrome, I'm gonna actually lose it. Okay, this is me before losing it. This is me. Ah! Alright, I tried and I failed, but it's fine. Extra large bind. Thank you. Let's do this. Oh my goodness, is that a 2 pair? Again, put me into your card game, gamers. Be like, wow, Tippa, that's so crazy. You just have these pre-recorded voice lines. I'm sorry. Reset. Level 40 Uranus, though, is so fun. Alright. Thank you. Thank you for the $13. Thank you. Voucher. All cards and packs in the shop are 25% off? All card. Wait, this is like a continuation. So not only am I rich, I can also get cards for cheap. I'm not complaining about a good deal though, you know? Let's see. Ooh. Nice. I'll take it. And I'll use this. Don't mind me. La la dee. I don't actually know what's giving me the extra 2 planet cards actually. Was it what? I actually don't know. Hey, but I'm not complaining. I just if someone's gonna ask. Ooh, whoa! +6 chips and a red seal. Oh wow, what a hard bargain these cards are playing today. Alright, let's buy and use for 3 of a kind for the rare opportunities that I don't get my 2 pairs. Jupiter, a flush, level 1? Oh, I hated myself this run. But actually, I don't feel like in general I run through a lot of flushes. But I also don't really... You don't really go for that. I'm sure I could be fishing them for a little bit more, but it's not worth it. Ah, look at this. Is that a... Oh, that's a straight. Well, wow, we could do multiple straights. That's crazy. All right, but hit me with this. Hit me. Again! Again! I love you, number go up game. Oh, I need... I'm like, wow, that felt so good. Wasn't a 2 pair, so I guess maybe we should up the ante. Bonus card foil blue... Oh, I see. Oh, but if they're held in my hand... Oh, they'll be okay. And go. Can we give it up? Oh, voucher. Nice. Thank you. Let's give it up for level 44 Uranus. Use it. Bam. Again. One day I'll play Marvel Rivals. Maybe I'll main that guy Lucky. Alright, let's see what's in the shop this time. The Fool! Again! Alright, let's go ahead and use this. We'll go ahead and do this. Let's see if maybe we can get through 2 bosses this time, okay? Buy news. Plus 20 multiplayed hand. A hand contains 3 or fewer cards? No. But I am curious about this jumbo pack. Oh, we got... Wow, we got color coordinated. A club, a spade, a heart. And create the tarot card if the poker hand contains an ace or a straight. Cute! Thank you for the color coordination. Really appreciate it, balatro. It gets, you know, you really get the aesthetic of gambling. Let's go ahead and open up the Celestial pack. Whoa, is that a 2 pair? No, we'll try to get 3 of a kind, okay? Thank you, level 4. Alright, next one. Give me a 2 pair so we can speed run to the boss. Wow, you heard my prayers. Thank you so much. Technically. Sorry, maybe let me have my fun, and maybe I will sell Tippa 2 pairs. I wish I could just have her somewhere here, you know? Having a custom card made by a cub, so nice, and then getting it in game, so nice. Oh, Neptune, a straight flush? Oh gosh. All cards are considered face cards. Whoa! That's actually pretty nice. And what's this one? Enhances bonus cards. Okay. Let's use this. The Nebula deck with the extra planet card slot. Very OP. Let's go ahead and open this. See what we get. Wheel of Fortune. No, but I could double my money again. Hi Jazz, hi, welcome. Hello Tipanya, hello gamer, welcome on in, welcome. We're playing some balatro. Ah! Look at some! This Joker gains times 0.1 mult per scoring card played, downranks card. See, but the issue is just, I don't. Sam's card is so cool. Did I tell you, Cubs? What do you call it? Chenna and Sam had made their cards respectfully, and so I think the art for it's just like so like wow, sugoi. But yeah, this I don't get his though. His Joker gains 0.1 mult per scoring card played. Downranks card. What does this mean? I wish I could keep you Sam, but I cannot. Sorry. If Poker Hand is a straight flush, creates a random spectral card. No, I'm sorry. Goodbye, Sam. Goodbye. Goodbye. In another life, I promise. Excuse me. All diamond cards are debuffed? Then that makes it very easy to discard. Wow. Sugoi. Sugoi. But that's crazy to get like 1 million already. So I know you don't see my little cursor here. Actually, is it beneficial? I know. I know it's kind of like one of those games where it's like, Tipa, we're gonna be ending soon, but I'm like, oh well, you know, I think it'd be nice. The branding. But just Jamie, thank you so very much for the follow. Welcome to the Cup Pub. Welcome. And we can Willa, hi, thank you so much for the check-in. Welcome. Short on what? Definitely not short in the score. Oh, new voucher. Raise the cap on interest. Yes. Random. Earn $5 or 3 or more face cards are discarded. The world. Okay. Sorry, maybe I shouldn't hang out in the shop too much. I said I did want to try to see if we could get to the other boss, so... Goodbye, cards. All spade cards. Oh, see, this is not awful. Because I just pull one of these. Oh, I can't pull one of these. What the heck? I don't have my... I don't have my 2-pair! How am I gonna play the game? Again! Not so bad. That's only 9,000, baby. No! Am I never gonna get a 2-pair? Okay, Cubs, hope for me as I discard this random 1-5 and use up one of my discards for only one of them. I'm sure the deck will love me and give me one repeat card. Yes, it gave me one repeat card. Okay, trust the process again. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. Yay! Maybe I should be more specific with my wishes if I want to manifest them. I gotta get like what is the saying? Like all my I's dotted, all my T's are crossed. Like, I think I'm gonna need one of those. New Joker unlocked. Ooh, I'm sorry you didn't get to see him. Alright. Ooh, retrigger all cards held in hand. Go to -20 in debt. My favorite card right here, baby. I love debt. Alright, but we got a speedrun. Sorry. 2-pair. Get us out of here. We got a speedrun. Alright, gamers. As we approach the boss battle. Actually, I guess I'll just wait till the boss battle. There's still time. I shouldn't be in that much of a rush, but like, you know. And if you know, you know. But then I want to kind of check what the next boss is at least, and then be like, alright, Cubs, we did it. Ooh. Look at him! Again, I always think the silly like little neck piece is like his body. And he's friend-shaped. These are his arms, these are his legs, his arms again. The devil. Alright, next round. Where all spade cards are debuffed. Get out of here! Big ham shaped. Actually, now that you mention it, yeah! Alright, will this be enough? I think it won't be. I think we're still hitting the 100,000, you know? Please, Onigai! Let us have a quick victory, and then I get to wrap it up, and then we can hang out, and... Oh, voucher! New voucher! Yay! And then I promise we'll play another game without, next time I play Balatro, we'll play without the Tipa, 2-pair. I don't know about this one. But +1 mult per one +1 mult per tarot a card used this run. Alright, what's the boss for this one? All face cards debuff, brother. Reroll. No, I'm just kidding. I will not reroll that boss, but I will definitely go ahead and check it out later. But for now, we should probably politely wrap up because I gotta go run to the gym and I still have to get ready and I have to still travel to the gym and and so we're gonna go ahead and speed run because I also want to say hi to the person we're gonna raid, smiley face emoji. So feel free to check out the Discord. On Mondays and Tuesdays we have anime night at 8:30 p.m. EDT. Sorry. On Mondays we're watching season 2 of stuff, and then on Tuesday we're watching new anime of the season, so feel free to check us out. Yes. Let's go ahead and also check out the Twitter. I have my schedule pinned up. Oh, Cubs, even though I will be back Sunday for Monday, I learned that Monday next week I have a half day. I'm getting so spoiled. So if I don't catch you Sunday for my fifth year anniversary where I do then that's okay, because hopefully I get to see you Monday where I I don't know. But I'll do something. I don't know if I'm gonna play Deltarune. I think Monday I was thinking Uma Musume because I want to go to the gym still, smiley face emoji, and I'll give enough time, and then we dedicate Wednesday or Thursday to Deltarune and we'll finish up the game, and then Friday karaoke. What we do the other Wednesday or Thursday, only time will tell and see, okay? But feel free to check out the schedule. I'll make a new schedule, excuse me, very, 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 very soon, okay? Okay. But feel free to check out the socials. I have the TikTok, the YouTube, and all that good stuff. And let's go ahead. And thank you, Fly Hydrate. Thank you, Tikini. Thank you. Appreciate ya. I will go ahead and take a quick sip. Thanks for the stream tip. Take care and best of luck at the cute gym. Thank you. I'm gonna do my best. But we're gonna raid to Smolchy, who's actually playing Metal Gear Snake Either, which first of all, insane. Second of all, she's on the part where I hated because I didn't get it. And it's her first time playing, so she won't get it. And even the game, I think, tells you, and I still didn't get it. Oh, she's at the worst part. But I hope you Cubs keep her really, 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 really good company, okay? The sniper battle? No, she's in the Sorrow, where you walk through the water, and you have to, do something, and I just didn't know. And the battle's just so annoying. Yeah, she's that far, and it's like part 4. I'm like, brother, how long have you been playing each part? What the heck? But the game's a good game, so I don't blame her whatsoever. Sorry about not fighting the sniper guy, by the way, but sorry, not sorry. But I will see you gamers later. I hope you have a good rest of your morning, your afternoon, and evening. Take it easy today. If you're going to bed, please have a good night and the sweetest of dreams. And until next time, see you Sunday for and then Monday for Uma Musume! Yay! Oh, brother, my whooper bot. Oh no! Let me see if I can fix it. But thank you, Tsukuni, thank you, Samana, thank you, Luna, thank you, Robo, thank you, every Cub. I see you later, okay? Here's the raid screen. Annyeonghaseyo. Okay, we're leaving.